What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about Firestore. So what's this Firestore? Firestore is the new upgraded version of not exactly upgraded because that old version still exists. It's like a successor to Firebase real-time database, guys. It's like the Iron Man suit to Tony Stark. You get my point, right? So that's what we are going to see today here, and we'll also see how to perform a simple CRUD operation, create, read, update and delete operation on the Firestore from your Angular 4 applications. So how are we going to do that? We are going to make use of the newly released Angular Fire 2 library. It's still in release candidate version, I think. It's Angular Fire 2.5, I guess. So yeah, guys, let's make use of that and then try to push data, read data, update data, delete data in Firestore. Let's see how to do that. What I'm going to do here is open up my project in an editor, get into I'll install npm install Firebase Angular Fire 2. I'll do all these updation and all that stuff. I'll show all that in the app.component.ts itself. It's not recommended to do in that, but this is just a demo, right? First I'll import all the stuff. First I'll connect with Firebase. I'll open up environment.ts and then go here and paste it here. Remove this. Instead of this, simply give Firebase and remove the semicolon here as well. Get back into app.module.ts and then start importing. First of all, I'll just close this, get back into. So this is how your cloud Firestore will look, guys, the first time you see it. If you notice, we'll have collections on one side, and then these are two collections that I was using for a different project. We'll have collections, and then inside the collections we'll have documents. If you are already familiar with NoSQL database system like Mongo or something, then you would obviously know this. Others, just for time being, you just understand that there will be collections, and then inside the collections each and every data is stored as documents. So let's see how to do that. First of all, I'll go ahead and increase my font size, since a lot of people were bashing me in the comments regarding the font size being too small. Settings. Okay, now that it's big, first I'll do all my imports. Import from Angular Fire 2. Import from Angular Fire 2/Firestore. Import from import from environment/environment, and inside this environment, inside this Angular Firestore module, and here Angular Fire module. Okay, and inside the imports, Angular Fire module dot initialize app, in the environment dot Firebase, and then one more Angular Firestore module dot enable persistence. I'll talk about this later, guys. And then as a thing, I'll add import forms module as well, so that I can make use of ng model at angular/forms. Okay, forms module. Okay, now that we have the imports out of the way, let's go ahead and write some forms. I'll remove this entire thing, and then input type equals text, ng model equals product name, this will be product description, and then I'll add a button click equals add. I'll simply call a function called add. Okay, I have simply written code for adding something to our firestore collection. I'll get into app.component.ts, wire it up here. So import from Angular Fire to /firestore. And inside this, I'll remove this. Instead of that, write a constructor function. In the constructor function, I'll write private AFS Angular Firestore. Okay, this is done as well. So I'll add a add function. Inside this add function, what I'll do is this dot. First of all, let me create the variables. What was that? I used prod name, right? Prod name, this will be a string, sorry, and prod description, this again will be a string. And for referencing our collection here, we need to create wait, I'll show you Angular Firestore collection, and then I'll simply prod collection Angular Firestore collection. Don't use any while you're doing in production. Okay, this I'll reference it as this dot afs dot collection, and inside this I'll have products. Okay, assume that there is a collection called products and I'm referencing it here. And inside my add function, what I'll do is this dot, I'll also have an observable here, prod obs. This will be this dot prod collection dot value changes value. Oh, sorry, this is cannot be value changes. Okay, this is an observable which I can subscribe to in my template and then view all the documents. That's the data inside the collection. So first I'll push data inside the collection. This dot prod collection dot there are two ways to do this, guys. You can either do add or you can add it. If you use the add method there to push in data, it will push that under a random ID. Using that random ID, we can reference that particular document. That's one way. The other way is to you give a custom ID yourself and ask the you give the custom ID yourself and ask Angular Fire 2 to push it under that ID in the collection. So here I'll use the second way, I'll show you the both ways. I'll use the second way. That's probably a bit easier to follow. So your ID, okay, under this your ID I am pushing that. So I'm using set, and then product name will be this dot prod name. Product description will be this dot prod disc. Okay, and I'll catch any errors. And console.log those errors. Okay, very simple, right? Now if I need to view this, I need to write some code in the template, right? So in order to do that, I'll go here h1 list of data h1, and inside that I'll do a div, and in the div I'll simply give ng for let product of prod observable, and I'll use a async pipe. Okay, and inside now it becomes much simple, right? So inside this I'll simply use a paragraph tag and write product name product dot product name, and here I'll simply give product description. Okay, and yeah, that's more than enough, right? Now we have written code for storing data, retrieving the data, and showing it in our template. Let's see if this works fine. ng-serve. Okay, we get a form, a simple form with 2 fields and then list of data, right? So now we have nothing, so nothing is getting displayed. So let's take this as a, now we'll add something and see what happens. Okay, Canon camera. Okay, and I'll click on add. See, you get Canon and camera, right? But here it doesn't. Why didn't it? Yeah, I hit refresh and then it shows my products collection now. And it stores it under your ID and it stores camera and Canon, right? So now you get what I'm trying to say here, right? Now for example, suppose I'm changing this, where is it, app.component.ts. My ID, Lenovo laptop. Okay, and now I'm clicking on add again. See, you get it, right? My ID new document gets added and it contains our data. So this is how you store data in your Firestore collection and then retrieve data from that, guys. Now let's see how to do update and delete. Okay, a simple update and delete. First of all, I'll add buttons for both of them here. Button, click, update. Delete. Okay, and then get in here and then give update. Now just reference the document, this dot prod collection dot doc my id dot update whatever we want to update, product name, new product name. Okay, yeah, dot 10 updated, sorry, console.log updated. Okay, now I have saved this, and if I run this again, yeah, this is running, right? Update and delete buttons have been added to our form as well. Now if I click on this update, my ID is which one? My ID is the Lenovo laptop, right? Yeah, that's the one. I'll confirm once again. Yeah, my ID is the Lenovo laptop. Why I'm referring to my ID repeatedly? Because that's what I gave here. That's the document I'm going to refer now. So I'll click on Lenovo laptop and let's see what happens. I'm clicking on update and it got changed to new product name, and it got changed to new product name here as well, right? So this is how you update data in your document present inside your collection, guys. This is pretty much simple, right? It's pretty much easy. And then one more thing I'll show you is delete. Okay, to delete, it's pretty much similar to this. The only change you will be doing here is deleting, delete. Oh, sorry. Okay, done, right? Now this thing is the one we are going to reference. I'll click on delete. Let's see what happens. that got deleted, right? And it got removed here as well. Now we have only one document in our products collection. So this is how you create, read, update and delete stuff, data in your Firestore collection, guys. It's pretty much a very simple example that I have shown here. Now the next question you might ask is, should I be specifying a custom ID here whenever I want to add a new document, how to automate this and all that? If you set it on random, then updation and deletion also you should take care of, right? That's the optimal way. I'll show you a simple technique. This might not be the ideal technique, but it would work for you as well. Yeah, I'll show you that. Even though this video might be a bit longer, I'll show you that, because every time you can't use this custom ID and you can't go and change into your ID and then push release to the production application running, right? So instead of set, what you need to do is you just need to do add. Okay, add. Once this is added, before writing catch, this is how I did it and it worked, but this might not be ideal. Once again I'll say that. Now you'll have a document reference. Okay, using this document reference, simply update the collection again. Document reference dot id dot update. Sorry, update product id document reference dot id. Okay, you got it, right? Once I have created the document, I am simply using the ID of the newly created document, and then storing that ID as well inside the same document. So now this would be changed to now that we have the ID as well, I can simply, where is it? I've got component.html, right? I can simply send the product here and here as well. Get the product here, and instead of doc I can give prod.id, right? Prod.prod.id. This is the one which we are using here, and the same I can do here as well. prod.prod.id. You get my point, right? Now you will understand it better when we run this. Okay, first of all I'll delete this. Okay, I'll add something now. Canon camera add. Okay, this got added, right? Now if you notice, this got added under a random ID, and then random ID is also stored in our document. So now if I give Lenovo laptop and then give add, it gets added, and then that ID as well gets added here. You get my point, right? So now if I update it, what will happen is this ID will be referenced and that particular document will get updated. For example, if I'm updating this, it will get changed to name product ID, and if you notice here, it will get changed to new product name as well. You get my point, right? If I delete this, if I delete Lenovo laptop, it will get this ID here. That's how we have written the code. It will get that ID, prod ID field, which is this one, and then based on that field it will delete that particular document. You get my point, right? See, it got deleted. So this is how you perform a simple CRUD operation in your Firestore, guys. Firestore is highly useful. You can do where clauses, you can do offline persistence. That's why I enabled the persistence in the app.module.ts. You can do a lot of stuff using Firestore, guys. If you are interested, kindly let me know in the comments. I will make subsequent videos on different interesting stuff that you could do with Firestore. Yeah, guys, this is what I wanted to show you in this video. A simple operation. I think this video is already too long. Anyway, think I conveyed my message, whatever I wanted to convey in this video. Hit like if you really like this video, share it with someone if you found this helpful, and subscribe to my channel to watch more cool stuff like this, guys. And yeah, that's it pretty much. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.